video. It's been so long. Hi guys, it's Misty and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Misty and I'm a full-time reseller on eBay. I also own a brick and mortar antique store called Wildflower Antiques and I have live sales on YouTube every Wednesday. This video is a haul video. A haul video. It's been so long. Okay, so I went to last week, Indiana as retail is opened again. And last week I did go to an antique mall. And I was the very first one there. I was pretty much the only person there other than the people that were working there. And, I wore a mask. I was protecting myself and my community and all of that stuff. And I got some decent things. There was a booth that had things for 50% off, which is just glorious. I did get some linens and I have a big stack of linens. I'm not going to show them each individually to you because we're going to save that for my live sales. I do sell all of my linens and aprons and things of this nature on my live sales. So if that's something that you're interested in, make sure that you do watch those on Wednesdays, 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time for the linens. And they go pretty quick. We're gonna toss the linens aside. I got this little swan, and I want to say that he might be, or she might be, a ashtray, a very fancy ashtray, because it has the little divot here that you could put your cigarette in. But it's a fancy ashtray nonetheless, and it is vintage, and it says 815 USA here on the bottom. So I'm not sure that if it's kind of has a brush McCoy feel to it. I love the way that these feel. It's why I think I love brush McCoy so much, because it just has a soothing, like silky feel to it. So I'm not quite sure. I haven't done any research on any of these things. I've just taken them out of the box that they were wrapped up in to do this haul video. So little swan, that is really pretty cute. That is really pretty cute. Okay, the next thing I got was this little chalice, I guess you could say. And it is made by Hull, Hull, USA. I don't know if it was a goblet. It could have been, but what I see it as being is a really cool pot for an air plant. Wouldn't that look great? It's this really pretty drip glaze, kind of an avocado green. It does have one small little chip there, but these will all be available in my live sale. But I like the little twirly, swirly design on it. It's in great condition other than that one little chip, but I think an air plant or a succulent or something will look really pretty in that. I also got this planter, which is another like a drip glaze avocado green with a really pretty, really 1970s vibe to it. It's in excellent condition. And so I picked that up. I love planters, and planters are kind of a thing right now. People are really liking them, especially to put succulents in because there's really no drainage, so succulent will do pretty well in these. And then I also picked up this Scotch cellophane tape tin, and this is mine because I collect these. I lay these out with my Christmas items for my Christmas displays. So that is mine. Taking that one home. And I also got this little planter here, which is adorable. And I love this so much. It's a little tree stump. Now, there are a lot of planters that have a tree stump motif with the little forest creature on it. This one has a beautiful mint green deer on it. No, and it's in flawless. Well, there is a little bit of rubbing up there. Could be a glazing flaw, but it's not a chip, but it does feel like some rubbing. But this is one that I'm gonna have to try to decide if I'm going to keep this one or sell this one. I don't quite know yet, but this color is everything. And then I also, since we're talking planters now, I did pick up this little dog planter. Look at his little tail. He's got a little nugget tail. There's his sweet little face. No markings on this, but this was a USA piece. I can just tell by feeling it. It was made by a potter in the US. So, and I haven't done any research on these, so I don't really know. but I thought he was really cute. And I want to say that I paid like $2 for him, which is a great price. I also picked up this green depression glass style. This is not a like original depression glass from like the 1930s. This is probably made by maybe Indiana Glass, not quite sure. I'm not a glassware aficionado. I'm sure that you guys will tell me in the comments. Is this like the Sunburst, Sun and Moon? I don't know. You guys will tell me, I am sure. It's in excellent condition. I don't remember how much I paid for it, but it's not a lot because that's just my jam. I don't pay a lot for anything, but this is really pretty green. Would look good with for St. Patrick's Day or Easter. And I love me a good fairy lamp. I do. I think that they're beautiful. I have several of them, and I've sold some because, I mean, you can't have them all, right? So they say. I did also get these little enamel pots. I love the color on this. It's like a sunny yellow with a black trim. So I got two different sizes, a little baby one and a little mama one. So these are really cute. These are doing very, very well for me as well. And then I got a couple books, a little golden book, A Day on the Farm, and this one, I don't think it's I know it's not a first edition. Let's go ahead and see. It is dated 1960. So this actually may be a first edition because there isn't another edition date on it. It's in excellent condition. Look at the school bus. There's a school bus on the farm. Has to come pick up the children to go to school. This little book is a tale of tale books, which I love tale of tale books. There's the tale of tale. This one I'm keeping because it's got the man on it. It's got Santa on it. And look at the little creepy doll. Actually, she's not very creepy, is she? He is like thoroughly enjoying this book. He is looking at that book in sheer delight. He's a happy Santa. This one is The Night Before Christmas. And I haven't even looked inside to see the illustrations because I love the cover of it so much. But sweet illustrations on the inside. Let's see. Oh, there he is. But it's just the, you know, the traditional The Night Before Christmas. Okay, this must have been the pop. I'm like, you look kind of old for a young child, but that must be the dad. Because he looks a little too, oh, that face. So this is delightful, and I love it so much. And so this is something that I will be keeping. All right, and speaking of Santa, I also collect, these are also going to be mine too, just FYI, but I also collect Santa Claus land things. Now, Santa Claus land, it was Santa Claus land back in my day and before. I want to say that it started maybe in the 50s or 60s. I will put the date right here when Santa Claus land first started in Santa Claus, Indiana, which is in southern Indiana. Now it is called Holiday World. And I might be a little salty about it. I'm a lot salty about it because I liked Santa Claus land. But they've incorporated other holidays. Like there's a Thanksgiving and there is a 4th of July and Halloween, and I'm not hating on Halloween. I love Halloween too, but to me it will always be Santa Claus land. And I do collect Santa Claus land memorabilia. So this is Santa Claus land drinking glass, just a souvenir piece. It's got Santa Claus on it, and it says Santa Claus, Indiana. And this one is especially neat because it's frosted, and frosted glasses make the graphics a lot easier to be seen. And so we have Santa Claus Land from Santa Claus Land Railroad. And it's got the train on it. It's the original post office. You can, and people do this, they will send a letter to Santa to the Santa Claus Land post office, and then they will put a Santa Claus Land or Santa Claus Indiana postmark on it. You know, because it's from Santa. Okay, the next thing I got, and then we're going to talk about all of the salt pepper shakers that I got. If you love salt and pepper shakers like I do, then you will enjoy the salt and pepper portion of this video because they're awesome. But this is a little hen on a nest, and I don't know who makes these because I don't really know anything about these. But I don't even think it has a maker's mark on it. But I don't really care for the big ones myself. I like miniature things, and so I do like the little ones. This one has a milk glass top. I know that there's a way that you can tell. I don't think this is Westmoreland or anything, but oh, maybe it is. Oh, it's Hazel Atlas. It is Hazel Atlas. See? Hazel Atlas mark in there. So little Hazel Atlas hen on a nest. I like the little ones. I don't, really care much for the big ones, but the little ones are cute. So I did get this, and I don't remember how much I paid for it. But everything that I showed you, including the big stack of linens and everything else I have showed you so far and soon to show you, I want to say I spent $60 on everything. So it was a great day. Okay, now I did pick up lots of salt and pepper shakers, and I love them. They're so fun and kitschy and fun. But I did get these little kitty cats, these little wooden kitty cats. They are made in Japan. They do have their original stoppers. Now, this cat's missing an eyeball. You can see, he's missing an eyeball. And she had all of her salt and pepper shakers marked 50% off. So most of these I paid about $2 for. I know. So I cleaned her out. I got them all that I could. I don't know if she's still running a sale, but I've been thinking about a few more that I didn't buy, so I'm probably going to have to go back and see. But these are very mid-century fun salt and pepper shakers. And then I got their little babies. Now, this one, his ear has just recently fallen off. So I have his ear, but it's not attached to him anymore. But I got these little baby kitty cats. They do not have their tails anymore. They had leather tails. They are also marked Japan. They got red eyes, which is fabulous that these animals have red eyes. I love the red-eyed animals. So these were really pretty cute too, these little wooden ones. And to keep going on with the kitty cat theme, I got these great redware salt and pepper shakers. Now, you can see this one over here, this paint isn't as vibrant as this one over here. And he's also missing an eyeball, I think. Are you missing an eyeball? No, you're not missing an eyeball. His eyeball's just kind of clouded. Oh, see, you can see it kind of shimmering. But this one's great. And say they are like, sort of like leopard. They remind me of like a leopard TV lamp. But they've got their long bodies like they're getting ready to pounce. They are redware, and they do not have their stoppers in them. But I think that they're great. They're little kitty cat shakers, and they're in excellent condition other than the little bits of paint issue that is going on with that. Okay, I got some more Santas to show you. Now, these I will be selling. I have to thin my... I can't go crazy on Santa stuff because it's ridiculous how much stuff I have, and I am running out of space. So these are cute little Santa Claus salt and pepper shakers. They are marked Japan, and they do have their stoppers. They need to be cleaned up a little bit, but they're just Santa coming out of his chimney. This one's a little bit, the paint is worn off. Again, these are not to be submerged in or emerged in water because the paint is not fired on. It will come right off if you wash it. So use like a baby wipe or a paper towel with a little bit of like hardly any water on it to clean these. Baby wipes do pretty well, but you still have to be very, very careful because this red paint will come off and then you won't have any red on your Santa. And he'll look a little odd. Okay. I also got these, and I don't know if I'm going to keep these or not. This is something that I have recently just started really liking. These are not lusterware, but they're reminiscent of it. And I think it's a man and a woman, and she is quite annoyed with her hands on her hips. He's smoking a pipe. He's got one hand on his hip, but they're just, I think they're both made in Japan. And this, obviously that one has the cork and the other one doesn't, but I just love them. She kind of looks like a girl though. So I don't know. But I just think that they're great. So these, they may come home with me for just a little while. Just a little while. And then I got these birds, these little bird shakers. And usually the salt has fewer holes in it than the pepper, and this one has an equal amount of holes in it. Also, one stopper is missing, but they are marked Japan. The little birds, they have little pink heads on them. These I think are so fun. The little ice cream cone salt and pepper shakers in the little stand. So the tops screw off here, and then this is glass, and then they fit in the little stand. I'm still deciding on what I'm going to do with these two, because these would look really cute in a summer display. So I don't know quite yet what I'm going to do. Sometimes I'll keep things for a year and then I will sell it. So I don't know. We will see. And then I got these. I got 2 Squirrel salt and pepper shakers. These are just so stinking cute. It's little Mr. and little Miss Squirrel. At first I thought that they were bugs, but they are squirrels. They don't have any tails. Their tails are tucked in their clothing, but that's a squirrel head, right? Do you agree with me that these are squirrels? I think that they are. But look, it's fancy pants squirrels. He is just so smitten with her, he can hardly stand it. And she looks a little worried because he's a little too excited maybe for her. I don't know. But these are so cute. I mean, who would not love to use these as a salt and pepper shaker? They have the same amount of holes in their head too. But I'm going to set out the little fancy pants squirrel salt and pepper shakers today to use for our dinner. This is the second squirrel salt and pepper shaker. Look, they're just hanging on a tree stump. And then you take this squirrel off to get your salt, and it comes out of his head, and then you hang him back up. And then, see, this one just has one hole in his head for the pepper. Then you shake him and you get your salt out for him. These are in excellent condition. I love that they're just hanging around there. It is marked. Let me take the squirrels off before I flip this over and show you. Made in Taiwan, Republic of China. Not seen that mark in a while. This one of the squirrels has their stopper and one of them doesn't. But these are just a fun thing to add to your collection or display. They look cute in a fall display. They're just so stinking cute. I've not really ever seen turtle shakers before. He still has his little string around his neck that his price tag was attached to. But these are some stoned turtles. They are, well, let me show you. Here they are. Look at them. He can't hardly keep his eyes open. They have been in the wacky tobacco a little much, I think. But they are really pretty cute. And their little turtle tails back there. But super cute. They were made in Japan. They both have their stoppers, probably from the 60s or 70s. But I think that they're fabulous. And you don't see turtle salt and pepper shakers very often. They're in excellent condition. I thought that they were fun. So the last thing that I'm going to show you are, now I have these, but mine are a little different. And I've shown them before. And these I think would make a great bridal shower gift or a bachelorette party gift. They're just fun. But I'll show them to you now. They're salt and pepper shakers. But here's the girls. And they say love on this side. And I'm about to show you the other side. And if you were married for any length of time, you'll understand this. But this is love. And then this is marriage. Marriage. With question marks. So these are great. Look at their faces. They're just, this is like, she got a baby. So the one that I have is exactly like this, only I have the boy and the girl. And the boy is just as horrified as she is. But I think that these would make a fun and funny gift to give to someone that was maybe recently engaged, or a bridal shower, or a bachelorette party. They're made in Japan, and they do have their stoppers in them. They just are fun. I love this. Whoever made this stuff had a sense of humor that I find hilarious. So I love them. Again, with these, you have to be very careful washing them, because you will wash all of the paint off, which is really kind of ironic, because you do want to keep your salt and pepper shakers clean, but you don't want to immerse them in water. She does have a crack right there. One of them does. They do have crazing on them, but I'm a crazing girl and I like crazing. But I think that these are just funny, and they would be great to give as a gift. And that's my haul. It's been so good. Hasn't it felt good to watch a haul? I know some people are slowly getting their haul videos up again. And I know that everyone is being safe out there, and they're taking all the precautions that they can. Main thing, wear a mask, wear gloves if you need to, if you can, wash your hands, and stay at home if you are sick. And I think that that's it. These things are not going to be available yet. They will be available in an upcoming sale of mine here on YouTube. So just make sure that you tune in for those. I'm not going to be offering any of these in a private sale. They will be available during a live sale. So make sure that you are subscribed to my channel so you can get an alert when I post a new video, so you will know when these are going to be offered for sale. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and say goodbye. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Make sure that you give it a thumbs up if you did. Share my channel, leave a comment. Let me know which salt and pepper shaker you liked the best. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.